Alright. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Diamond in the Rough. And today we've got two matches for you where Terran vs Protoss gets weird. Which makes sense because, I mean, if you see this guy's name on the loading screen, you're probably going to play a little bit different to normal because you've probably lost to Ghosts, Nukes, Hellions, Cyclones, Widowmines, Thors, tanks, you name it. Anything weird. Mass Hellion ghost attacks? I mean, how many strange strategies does he have? He is, of course, none other than our Diamond in the Rough. Ruff himself, a creative Terran player, bit of a mastermind of using very technical unit swaps, and he tries to condition his opponent into doing one thing, forces a counter out, and he's already 2 steps ahead with the next bit. But I think when you see his name in the loading screen, you kind of know you're in for something special, and there's usually an inclination to take advantage of that. I can tell you, because I play every race. I played him a little bit with PvT, not as much these days, but I used to play him a lot more. Zerg versus Terran and all sorts of different matchups. So I'm sure for this Protoss player, Mr. Pancakes, UOFC's Pancakes, you're going to play a bit different. And that's different. Yep. Holy shit. Okay, so Pancakes is really smart. Think about everything we've seen in Diamond in the Rough. Think about if you're playing him on the ladder multiple times, you see these habits. What do we know about Ruff? He never scouts. Wait a second. Why is he scouting this game? What the hell? He normally doesn't scout, right? He so rarely scouts. And what's really bad is Pancakes doesn't have vision. And when the Nexus hasn't finished, it only has this tiny vision while it's building. So he doesn't see that SCV come in, spot the Nexus, and then leave. Oh, did that SCV? I don't think that SCV showed itself either. Yeah, you can see the SCV just ran up, just looked around, was like, oh, is there anything there? But he knows it's Nexus first. So I wonder what Ruff does to punish this. He's going to build a Marauder factory on the way. Ruff doing a super 1-basey opening, as he loves to, but it's only 1 gas. So he will still get a command center up at a decent timing. Whereas if you go 2 gas before command center, that is a late command center. In this case, I think he should be able to get that down maybe 230 or so. We'll see exactly how it goes. Already got a second Marauder queued on up. Does he just walk across with these Marauders and go for a poke? I think I would definitely go over there and just try to scare Pancakes, maybe running kill a probe or 2. But it's always scary committing too much, because if he went, say, 2 gate, that core's going to finish, 2 Stalkers pop out, they're going to beat a Marauder pretty handily, especially if a shield battery gets up. So for now, Ruff's playing a little bit safer, and actually very safe. He's even building an add-on. I thought he'd rally Hellions. I thought he'd do Marauder Hellion to punish this. But he's just going to, okay, a third Marauder. This is going to take a while. The problem with the reactor is that takes so long to build. So I like the idea of like 2 Marauders rock up, they're doing damage, a Hellion drives in the middle of the fight, another Hellion drives in. Oh my god, Pancakes is doing the stupidest thing. I mean, it's big brain stupid. It's like at that borderline. I'm not sure if it's negative IQ or 300 IQ. It's somewhere in there. It could be right on the brink, you know? Because Pancakes has been exceptionally greedy. He said, look, you're a mech player, number 1. And you don't scout much, number 2. So I am just going to take a Nexus first, go straight for 4 gas, which is obscenely greedy, and then just go double Stargate mass air and not build anything on the ground. Now, the reason that's going to backfire is there's Marauders coming across the map, and there are Hellions building, not as quick as I thought, but there are Hellions coming, and there is nothing on the ground to defend. 2 Void Rays starting up. They do get chrono boosted. Pancakes is not probing right now. So Pancakes not getting any minerals on this natural is not going to have a lot of excess money to work with. The Nexus first, normally by this point, you'd have like 10, 12 workers on this base, but going for the gas and the tech so early and pausing probe production, Pancakes is in this weird position where you give Pancakes another minute, Pancakes, oh, the Void Rays are going to be out. I mean, never mind. I think the Void Rays are out. The Hellions and the Marauders are on a timer. Guys, the first Chad is on the way. The Alpha is about to be complete. 3 Marauders going for the probes. Hellions drive up into the main. The Void Rays do turn around and start fighting that, but not before the Hellions get a lineup. Already up to 5 workers killed. Make that 6. The Marauders in the natural going ham as well. Nice pullback by Pancakes, but good stutter step by Ruff. He's already up on 11 workers killed. But look at that. Oh, prismatic alignment, and those Marauders just disappear. Overall, yes, 11 workers is good. Actually, Pancakes isn't probing just yet. Okay, takes a moment, finally does start probing, is building more Void Rays as well, which are very good versus mech. He's going to go straight across the map. Now, Ruff wisely started building Widow Mines, really good, because Void Rays all tend to clump up and fly on top of each other. So as they clump up, the splash damage becomes way scarier. It's why Mines are actually the best part of mech against Mutas as well. Thors on their own don't really do it. You want to have Mines in it. Ooh! Oh, the armory. He's already got an armory up, so those mines are invisible. Pancake can't see them unless he gets an observer or an oracle out. So that's actually a big problem. He's going to come in and go for the tech lab. Uh-oh, goodbye drilling claws potentially, but wait, there's a Thor. Oh, the Thor's in splash damage mode. He quickly swaps and pulls out his big high impact payload guns, gets through to one of the Void Rays. The other one does pull back for now, though. He does keep drilling claws alive. He's going to repair that. Is Ruff. 30 workers versus 29 probes, and this is a really scary point. I mean, Pancake's... he's in that fragile economic position. He's putting all of his money into Void Rays and supply right now, and I think the Void Rays actually kick the crap out of Thors until the Thors get to a pretty big count. And even then, I don't... Like, if you took like 200 supply of Thors and 200 supply of Void Rays, all the Thors have their guns out on their shoulders, equal upgrades, say, 0-0 versus 0-0 or 3-3 versus 3-3, whatever. What wins? 200 supply of Void Rays or 200 supply of Thors? Well, a Void Ray is... I think like 4 supply? I actually don't know. Oh my god. I have no idea. I'll keep an eye on this and figure out. So I guess you could only get 1.5 Void Rays per... It's 3 or 4 for a Void Ray. 1.5 Void Rays per Thor, roughly. So I actually don't know what wins there, man. And another Void Ray queues up. It is 4 supply per Void Ray. So the problem is the Widow Mines. Just, you can't fight against the Widow Mines unless you spread your Void Rays in like a circle around the enemy. It come in from like 270, 360 degrees, at least 180. The Widow Mines are going to get crazy splash. And even if you do that, they're going to get crazy splash. And there's no detection right now. It's just 6 Void Rays and +1 air weapons. And look at this. The 2 Thors, big range damage. The Widow Mines there. Void Rays! Look how quickly they kill the Thor, though. The Widow Mines don't even have time to burrow. Ooh, and gets out of there. Thor for a Void Ray. Great trade to start this off. Oh, we've got to watch out for those Widow Mines, though. You've got to watch out for those Widow Mines. What else is building? Just Void Rays? Imagine if there was just a bunch of charge zealots on the ground or some immortals or something. Disruptors would be amazing. Disruptors counter all of this. But there's only Stargate tech. Pancake's trying to make the game against Ruff easy by getting ahead with the Nexus first and going SKYTOSS. Oh, does take a big Widow Mine. But actually the other ones were too far away. That Thor a little bit too slow to retreat. This is actually nice moves by Pancakes, but each Widow Mine that hits is deadly. Oh, remember the perspective kind of makes it seem like, oh no, another 2 go down. Oh my god, Pancakes doesn't have any detection. The Void Rays are trying to stop these, but look at that. Just walks forward. Goodbye. Another Void Ray falls. These Widow Mines are everywhere. Behind this, Ruff has +1 attack finish, +1 armor done as well. Crazily enough, Ruff has only built 4 SCVs in the last 2 minutes. Before he even pushed, he was at 30 SCVs. Now he's only at 35. So Ruff is not really building a lot of workers right now. He's only building 1 at a time. He is getting up a good factory count, though. He's building more Thors, more Widow Mines. And these Widow Mines are causing so much problems. He's up to 17 workers killed. Okay, a nice revelation there. Pancakes just revealed 2 Widow Mines. Oh, we didn't get that one. Oh, no. He's got to watch out. Okay, can stop these missile turrets. Stop the missile turrets! Oh my god! Oh, if it gets that Widow Mine before it burrows, that would be good, but drilling claws, dude. Oh, it shoots the gas, you stupid Widow Mine. Oh my god, another 2 Widow Mines fire! Dude, Pancakes is in so much trouble. Pancakes has nothing on the ground. Can't even kill the missile turrets without getting hit. Oh my god, if a Revelation goes down there, can get at least 2 Widow Mines. And that got only 1? Oh my god, that was... Okay, Pancakes is in panic mode. Pancakes is like, this is such an awkward situation. Panics does a really bad... Needs to do a Revelation there. Once again, only hits 1 with Revelation. I know it's a smaller area now, but I'm pretty sure it can hit that, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of the old Revelation. Maybe it is such a small radius. I don't even know, man. Sometimes I am a bit old and washed up in these scenarios. We'll see. 2 Widow Mines and 2 Thors coming. That's not a very powerful rally. Still no 3rd command center, and these add-ons are here. I mean, this follow-up push is so slow. But what answer is there? The Disruptor Bay only now going down. Pancakes has got an Observer up, but no Immortals just yet. The Thors and the Widow Mines are here. Ruff has actually got the best units to counter Void Rays. Thors, maximum range, and the Widow Mines say, come try and punish these Thors for this. Come on. The Widow Mine splash is just too good, and look at that. This time around, he doesn't stay in range. He gets a lot of Widow Mines burrowed. He's taken down those cannons that were going to be detection. Are there Immortals on the way? There's not. He's going for Disruptors, which, like I said, counter this, but Pancakes is not being given the time. Pancakes tried to get a free win here by being very cheeky and abusing Ruff's habits, and this game got weird, but we are seeing that, hey, you do a one-dimensional composition and Ruff will show you how to hard counter it. He knows these unit counters, these tech choices down to a T. He is super organized with it. Pancakes has a 3rd base that's doing nothing on the right. The Void Rays just cannot engage this. What can they do? The best thing they could have done was counterattack, cut off the reinforce or something like that. Disruptor comes down, kills a single Widow Mine, but that's not going to be enough. You've got to have something on the ground, Pancakes, or, you know, or you're going to be in trouble. So Pancakes, I kind of feel good about the way Ruff punished this, because this was such a dirty play from Pancakes, trying to get some cheeky advantages, and it always makes me feel good when Ruff punishes that. Now those 4 Void Rays actually could take on those 2 Thors, I believe. There's no Widow Mines near them. Disruptor's starting to take this out, actually. Ooh. Oh, Ruff, you D-bag. He's building a command center in Pancake's natural. What a D-bag. He's trying to just piss him off. He's like, yeah, dickhead, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, the missile turrets get shut down. Doesn't want to chase into these missile turrets. Disruptors, balls are very good versus Thors. Oh, gets 2 of them with that shot. Oh my god, watch out. Another big shot goes down. Got to keep those disruptors alive, though. The cannon. No, pull back the disruptors. Pancakes, get those disruptors out of there, buddy. Okay, the Void Rays are going to hold. I think they're going to hold. They get 1 Thor. They get 2. They do need to pull back, though. The Thor gets a few shots off and then slides away. I swear he slid away, right? That looked really weird. Oh, 3 more Thors and 2 upgrades, though. Ruff's up on 2 base production. He's still got the Thor siege going. And what have you got? Pancakes is on 17 workers. Yes, you're efficient with your disruptors now, but you can play with your balls all day. Ruff's the one with an income. Ruff's the one with a big economy. And a couple of Void Rays do fall there for 1 Thor. Ruff just walking forward. He says, yep, your disruptors are on cooldown. Let's fight. Now's the time to fight. The Thors, they take out 1 Void Ray. Oh my god, these Void Rays are getting hammered, dude. The 11 range Thors are just so good versus Void Rays. He drops another scan. The disruptors are going to try and make up for this. Oh, disruptor shots are going down. But look at that. Look at that. The Thor wins the fight. The disruptors are out. The probe is going to try and zap. The Thor says, get out of here, D-bag. And that Void Ray should win that fight, but it's already lost its shields. Planetary Fortress is on the way there. I mean, this is honestly Ruff saying, get out, Protoss player. Like, let's be real. For those who don't know, Ruff has thoughts and feelings about Protoss. He sometimes thinks that they're not the most skillful race. He does feel like they're unfair at times. What I'm saying is this here, Ruff nicknamed it Justice, and it may resemble something in his pants as he played this game. Let's put it that way. Let's just say there's a certain piece of justice that was slowly getting erected in this game. I'm telling you, he might be taking some Florencio level pleasure in what he's doing to Pancakes right now. I'm saying that Ruff might be, he's getting his jimmies on. Yeah, he's a little bit moist. He's a little bit excited. Let's be real. He's not the only Protoss player who gets Terran player who gets excited by killing the master race, right? Oh my god, he's walking Widow Mines in. Dude, this is deadly. He's trying to build cannons to see this. The Disruptor died to Widow Mines, and finally, Pancakes throws in the towel. Well, that game got weird. The next game also apparently gets weird. Let's go. All right, straight on into map number 2. This one's going to be on Lightshade. Once again, a Terran versus Protoss. In the bottom right is Ruff. And his opponent in the top left, a bit of a barcode player. Hiding his identity like a filthy bastard. No, it's fine. This here is... Ooh, oh my god, there's been so many good names lately. There's been so many that you guys have suggested. Ooh. I'm trying to think. That was a really good one the other day, which someone suggested. And I think, you know, we've had so many different kind of options and so on, and there's so many of you guys in the chat who are so creative trying to name these barcodes. And by the way, I know I make fun of barcodes, and there's always, before I give this one a name, there's always people saying, Pig, why are you giving barcodes a hard time? So what? Some people like to be anonymous and so on. I just, there's nothing wrong. You guys do whatever you want to do. I mean, if you want to be less competitive, I'm kidding. A lot of people get really angry like I'm passing judgment on them. I would prefer someone just use a random name. It's just so the player you're playing against can identify who you are the game after. Just because it gives you a big advantage, especially when you get to higher levels. I don't think it matters so much at lower levels when you're playing with a bigger player base. But once you get into like Masters and above, there's a lot of repeat matches with the same players. So if you get to go into the match saying, oh, it's this guy, he does these things, I know his habits, because StarCraft's such a varied game. So knowing a player's habits is really big because there's so many things that people can do. But if you get to know that, and then they don't, because they just think, oh, it's a barcode Terran. I've played 7 barcode Terrans today. It just gives you an advantage. So it kind of, in a way, it cheats yourself of that fun meta of you both trying to adapt and say, hey, he did this, I'm going to do this to take advantage of him. It gives you that little advantage. Does it really matter? No. Can you do it? Yes, absolutely. Do what you want. But I would rather, you don't have to have your main name or your actual human name, but to give yourself a name like, I don't know, something cool. Like, give yourself a cool guy name. Maybe like Goblin Slayer 666, Demon Sword XXX with alternating caps and not caps. Like, give yourself a cool name so when you beat someone or lose, they go, oh, this is Demon Sword. I remember he does that really good proxy barracks micro. So just my little tidbit. That's why on that note, I guess this here is Demon Sword XXX. All right, so our Protoss player is Demon Sword, who has scouted, seen the command center, and a factory on a tech lab. So it's going to be very early Cyclones for Ruff. Just a pretty normal expand build for the Protoss, who is immediately going Robo and a super fast second and third gateway and chrono boosting Warp Gate. I mean, it looks kind of normal, but that's a very quick 3-gate. Like, but there's no proxy pylon or anything. Ooh. Oh, okay, paranoid. It's just paranoid. So after seeing the factory is worried, right? Which makes sense because, as we can see, there's mag field, a second cyclone, and a floating barracks on the way. So Ruff is thinking about coming over here and picking off with cyclones. Now, this is really good on this map. Why? There's no ramp here. So he can come with his cyclones from this angle, run in, pick off units, run away without losing vision. Whereas on maps where there's a hard ramp, like kind of across here, this area here, they can just pull back to the high ground, and if you don't have something to spot, you're in trouble. Now, Ruff's brought a solution to that anyway, so he can use this ramp if he wants as well, because he's got his barracks floating, which means he is 100% committed to mech. Only other production he can build is extra factories. So he's got 2 cyclones going across the map. Magfield is on the way, but his opponent seems to know exactly what he's up against. I think this barcode, Mr. Demon Sword, I think Demon Sword's played against this before. So we've got 5 Stalkers and a Warp Prism and a Shield Battery. I mean, you could actually argue this is an overcommitment because he's only out 5 probes. Ruff took a bit of a delayed command center. You should be up way higher. Now, the way this defense works, right? These Cyclones want to lock on, run backwards, and never get hit and just pick off your units. But each time the Warp Prism picks up a Stalker and drops it, it'll break the lock on. And so Ruff won't be able to do anything. Now, Ruff, his barracks floated in. He saw there was a Warp Prism. So he's just not even trying it. He's just like, yeah, I know I'm not going to get damage done. So he's just chilling for now. And it looks like 3 more factories are on the way. He's building SCVs. He's taking those 2 gases. His barracks is going to float in. He's like, oh, man, I really can't do anything here. That Warp Prism? Oh, he's thinking about getting the Warp Prism. He's going to come around from the other angle. As I said, he should always have been coming from this angle. That ramp's too dangerous there. But oh, the Stalker's out of position. The Prism's a bit too far forward. He gets it. Double lock on, double lock on, double lock. Oh, he barely gets it. The double lock on. Gets the Prism, gets out. Wise maneuver there. But he's going to have to go back to get repaired. Now, Demon Sword has set up a Pervy Boy out front. Has good vision at the front. Hasn't actually checked the production, though. And is up to 2 full bases behind this. Pretty good macro. I've got to say, like, almost overly safe, right? This player is clearly suffered the game where they're not prepared. The Cyclones pick off a Stalker, run away. Come back, pick off a Stalker, run away. And they just rinse and repeat over and over. And at the end of like 5 minutes of skirmishing, you lost like 14 Stalkers and you've killed maybe 1 Cyclone. And every Protoss player who's experienced that knows how bad it feels, which is why there was such an early Prism. Even rebuilding it in case the Cyclones come again. Has a 3rd base on the way now and is only now going to the Twilight and the Double Forge. So going to start to work up the tech tree from here. Now, Ruff's actually building Hellions 4 at a time. No add-ons on these. That's a little bizarre. I mean, the Hellions, of course, very good versus Zealots. Good for tanking and the rest. But we'll want to get some more tech hubs at some point here. 39 SCVs. He's building depots 2 at a time. I mean, he's pretty all in, guys. He's not building a 3rd command center. You guys know Ruff is very obsessed with attacking on 2 base. I don't know, though. This is a style where if you're not already trading well, it gets worse over time. You really need to actually out-economy your opponent if they're defending well. The way Battle Mech works with Cyclone Hellion is you're either constantly trading, and that's where your efficiency, picking off units, and you're getting these really good trades, like really positive. Or, why is he building a bunker? He doesn't have anything to put in it. I guess he's actually, he's built a new barracks. So he builds a bunker, but doesn't really do anything. Ah, that's very good. So yeah, this attack has to do a lot, guys. I mean, it's 5 Cyclones. The 6th one just pops 9 Hellions. He doesn't have anything else. I mean, Demon Sword has charge on the way, is adding Disruptors, Templar Archives, doesn't have many probes on the 3rd, so doesn't have a lot of money to work with. You can see the supply is still dead even, but an Immortal, Stalkers, oh, the Prism, the Prism, the Prism, oh my god, he exposes the Prism again. Oh, Battery Overcharge is bloody good though, isn't it? Damn, Battery Overcharge is good. He just lost a few Hellions, he got 2 Stalker kills. The Prism survived though, Battery Overcharge, meaning he was able to tank that one. Oh man, I really wish Ruff came in and sniped this Nexus. He could kill that Nexus so easily. Oh, but he's missing the opportunity. All he's doing is massing Cyclones and Hellions. I mean, this game isn't just weird now. It's actually a really bad position for Ruff. The longer this goes without him finding a positive trade, because Charge Zealots don't take bonus damage from Magfield, and they're very fast, and they're high damage units, very cheap fast. So number one, even if you kill a Zealot with a lock-on, it's the least value you're going to get for a lock-on against Protoss, right? Very fast, which means they're usually going to do some damage before they die. Don't take Magfield damage. They take a while to die. Zealots in general are just a really cheap buffer against the Cyclones, and if they ever surround or trap you, they're going to clean them up really damned well. Now, SCVs are coming at auto repair, mass Cyclone Hellion. Tank's on the way behind this 4 at a time, so he's actually planning, if this doesn't work, to get Cyclone Hellion going. Oh my god, they both just pass each other. Ships in the night just walk right past. We've got Disruptor drop, Stalker, Zealot, Disruptor coming across, but Ruff sees them leaving with a scan, and he dives in. Protoss player needs to recall right now, but he's not recalling, he's committing across the map. Look at that Magfield. He just locked every Cyclone on the Nexus, and it disappeared almost instantly. On the other side of the map, a tank is going to siege up some Hellions. The SCVs are going to pull in. His tank's besieged on his ramp, though. Ooh, he does blow up the Disruptor, but the Zealot warp in on the ramp. I think that's going to kill everything. Yep. Oh, this is such a bummer. The Prism getting straight into the main. Demon Sword, playing true to his namesake, is vicious and deadly. Does get in on top of the production, and now as long as he gets on top of the production... Oh, dude, I mean, that's very important. Because if Demon Sword didn't do that, MECH is so powerful at holding on in a base trade. You raise your ramp, you siege 4 tanks on the high ground, 30 seconds later, you've got 8 tanks on top of your main. Like, that is incredibly powerful. But instead, popping out with units on top of them, they ain't getting nothing done. Nexus in the main goes down. This is the last Nexus. This is the last Nexus, and these are the last probes. Oh my god. Dude, that's every probe. Every probe in Nexus just died. Oh my god, he didn't hide any probes. He could always cancel 2-2 to get heaps of money back and build Nexi and whatnot. And he's got so much money that he could have used for that, but now he's not going to be able to, so it's going to go full base trade. And the problem... Oh, he's going to drop a Disruptor. Oh, this could be big. This could be big. It's very dangerous, though. Very dangerous. He gets locked on. He fucks it up. He's going to lose the Prism. Oh, no. What a huge mistake. You got to be so careful. A move... If you do that... out here in the fog and a ball comes out when Ruff's not looking, you could kill half that army with one Disruptor shot, but losing the Disruptor and the Prism, that's all your mobility. Now, these are your last buildings. Back over here. You need to get back over there. Ruff saved his buildings. Look at this. He's lifted some buildings. Some of it's going to go down here in the main, but I mean, he's got SCVs as well. Remember, he had 4 repairing SCVs. Oh my god, he's actually going to take the main. He's like, hey, there's plenty of minerals still here in this main base. Let's build a command center, 2 depots. He's going to wall off the main base and pick all this off. Demon Sword is going to try to go home, leaving a depot, a few floating factories behind, and these buildings in the bottom of the map. I mean, Demon Sword has no choice. Demon Sword can't kill all those buildings. Demon Sword's best bet here is to force a draw, and that means you need to annihilate this army. But if it's behind a wall off, your Zealots can't really close the distance. You've lost your Disruptor. That was the big game changer. The Observer is sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. He absolutely should be back over here providing high ground vision. And I mean, how do you do this? There's no blink. You've got an Immortal, no Warp Prism. I mean, the Stalkers can't... If you got blink, you can like run up, pick off a Cyclone, blink away potentially. You can make plays. As it is, it's very hard. And look at that. Oh my god, Ruff is like, lol, you left me alone. He's just going to drop the Mule Hammer here, start rebuilding. Oh, does he kill a unit? Do you think? Oh, actually, he doesn't need to, because he's actually just built these depots. Unfortunately, it looks like, yeah, there we go. Yeah, building more depots in the main, and he can just drop mules. Oh, Ruff is in such a good position. Oh, I mean, this is so weird, right? Because Demon Sword played such a good defensive game early, and then just grabbed the army and smushed it across the map with no map vision. It just lets the base trade happen. I think an instant recall was probably the best move. Warp in some zealots. I think you'd be okay there. I think Ruff didn't have a third base. You know, he didn't really have a lot to scale with. Demon Sword's going to go for one big bust. See, it's just like, nope. There's a wall. There's no chance. That TVP looks different when Ruff plays it. What can I say, guys? I hope you enjoyed the games. We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye and good night. Ciao.